Hello, this is Joanne of Cardinal reporting for GT on hashtag Sustainable Sundays. Here we talk about environmental sustainability and travel, where we have money to travel. But today's video is going to be centering basically on environmental sustainability, and I've been talking a lot about recycling, why you should recycle, how you can recycle, but people are beginning to ask, where are the recycling companies? Where can we find recycling companies in Nigeria? Now I have brought down a list, or I've compiled a list of top 10 recycling companies in my own opinion that are really doing the work in Nigeria, in the Nigerian space. There are a whole lot of recycling companies that are coming up, and they are at different parts of the value chain of recycling in Nigeria. So there are going to be smaller recycling companies, bigger recycling companies, and still the job is not yet done when it comes to recycling in Nigeria. Recycling our waste in Nigeria is still a work in progress. These companies are leading the pack, and you can check them out. First on my list is Waste Exchange. Waste Exchange is a Lagos-based recycling company, and they have drop-off locations where you could drop off your recyclables, and they also have pickup services where you could subscribe or sign up, and they come pick up your recyclables from your home. They do give incentives for your recyclables. Though when I checked on their website, it wasn't clear whether it was money or material things, but they do state that they give incentives for your recyclables. So is them even paying you for the waste that you generate. Collect PET bottles, plastics, water sachets, that's pure water sachets. They collect aluminium cans also, and glass. Number 2 on my list is Green Hill Recycling. It's woman owned and it's also Lagos based. Most of these recycling companies are usually within the Lagos Abuja axis, because that's where because those places have more organized systems compared to other states within Nigeria. So most of these recycling companies are actually going to be within the Lagos Abuja base, or within the Lagos Abuja axis. Recycling is also based in Lagos. They have this reward system where once you recycle with them, they give you green points, and once you accumulate your green points, that's encouraging you to recycle more. Once you accumulate your green points, it could be redeemed as cash or as material goods. They state which type of material goods, but they do household recycling, school recycling, and corporate recycling, and they collect the type of recyclables that they collect include normal PET bottles, that's your Coke, Fanta, water bottles, bottled water bottles. They collect aluminium cans, they collect plastic, they collect plastic, other forms of plastic, and they also collect pure water sachets. They also state that they do waste audits, and they sell recycling bins, recycling equipment. So that's great. They're doing a lot of work. My list is Recyclan. Now this recycler, they were quite interesting when I was reading up about them. They have operations within 14 countries in Africa and also in the United Kingdom. That's quite impressive. And they have been able to successfully marry tech and recycling together, which is also cool. They stated that they recycled about 7,000 tons of plastic waste, and from what I could gather, they are more about recycling plastic waste, and plastic pollution is actually a thing for us in Nigeria, so that's also great. So that's one other company that you could check out, Recycling, and they're also Lagos based in Nigeria. They are also in Lagos. Another company on my list is Thermal Initiative. They are Lagos based, and they also have they are Lagos based, and they do recycling in this way that they share recovered recycling bags to people to help make recycling easy and convenient for people. So they share it to people, and then you could just recycle any way that you feel that's best for you. And they also do collection services for bigger organizations like event centers, restaurants and shops, factories, schools, and like bigger offices, industrial complexes, and all. So they do more of corporate recycling, and they encourage individual recycling by sharing the recycling bags. The recycling company on my list is Pacom. Now, even by the name Pacom, it just tells you that you should just pack it. Pacom actually comes, I think the name actually comes from the pidgin word of like gathering something, packing up something. So Pacom, pack it up. So that's what Pacom actually means. And I love the name. The name is cool. They are a Lagos-based company, and from what I've seen, they are trying to leverage tech in recycling. So they're building this app where where you could do environmental reporting, where you see like a waste dump or a clogged drainage. You take pictures on the app and they'll come clear it up. And I'm like, that is cool. That's cool, cool, cool. They also have this reward system where they reward you for recycling. The more you recycle, the more you get points, and I believe they will give you incentives or cash. That's cool. A lot of these recycling companies, their head is there. Another one on my list is Recycle Points. They are Lagos based. Lagos have a lot of waste, so for sure they need to have a lot of recycling companies and a lot of waste management companies. They have a whole lot of waste. So Recycle Points, they have drop off points where you could drop off your waste, mainly within the mainland axis, Yaba, Oshodi, Stack, Igadon, and I saw Oyo State. Those are places that they have drop off points where you could drop off your recyclables, or you could sign up for their doorstep pickup. End points: when you recycle, the more you earn points, and these points could be redeemed as household items or cash. That's great. They collect items like pet bottles, pure water sachets, beverage cans, like aluminium cans, glass bottles, old newspapers and cartons, new and old. They collect them. The next recycling company on my list is ChangeAbility. Now this is Hausa. The name of the company is Hausa. ChangeAbility in English actually, ChangeAbility translated to English actually means change the dirt. That's what it literally means, like changing the dirt. ChangeAbility, changing the dirt. So it's cool. It's a cool name. I love companies that have cool names. And they are an Abuja based company, and it's woman owned. You earn recycle credits when you recycle with them. So the more you recycle, the more you get credits for recycling with them. They do pick up, and they also have drop off points within Abuja. They collect recyclables like PET bottles, aluminium cans, other plastics, broken plates, broken cups, broken tanks, broken spoons. That's plastic, other plastics. They do glass bottles, glass jars, old newspapers, used papers, e-waste. Now this was one of the few recycling companies that I saw actually collected e-waste. They collect old books. They have a wide range of recyclables that they collect. They even collect nylon bags. Another company on my list is Ecobata. Ecobata is also Abuja based and is woman owned. They have hubs within the Abuja axis, from Kuje, Apo, Sunnyvale Estate, Lakeview Homes, Gariki. So they have hubs within almost everywhere in Abuja, Cairo also, and they also have doorstep pickup within almost all the areas within the Abuja metropolis. They have doorstep pickup, so you could subscribe, and then once your recyclables are up to a considerable amount, you call them, they come pick up. They also have this waste pickers initiatives where they help the waste pickers and try to integrate them into a formal sector and making them be more recognized, and that's cool. They are also working on an app where you could just recycle with a click. Yes, with a click you could just recycle, and that's also cool. They are one recycling company you could check out if you're within the Abuja access. Another recycling company is Recyclers. Before I even became really invested about environmental sustainability, I've always known about Recyclers. They are like the babas, part of the babas of recycling in Nigeria. Lagos based, and they are woman, and it is woman owned also. They have an app, and they are more of tech, marine tech and recycling together. Who says that recycling cannot go into the future, go into the new world, tech world? So they marry tech and recycling together. They do pickup services, and they also have drop-off stations, and according to their website, they have recycled over 100,000 tons of waste and counting. I'm like, that is cool. collect glass, aluminium cans, PET bottles, pure water sachets, used papers, old newspapers, cardboard boxes, cartons. They also do corporate services for bigger companies, so you can check them out if you're willing to recycle and you're within Lagos axis. Another recycling company on my list is Kaltani. Now, I don't know how long Kaltani has been around for, but they made the news recently and they made the news big time. They just raised $4 million in funding to expand recycling operations within Nigeria. And I'm like, damn, that's cool. And that also goes to show that there's a lot of opportunity for recycling waste within Nigeria, within Africa. And I'm quite impressed. Though from what I could gather, they are more about recycling plastic. They are more about plastic waste. That's just what they do for now. They buy plastic waste from you, and I think they are more of like top of the food chain kind of. So like they buy from smaller recycling companies that do not have the equipment to actually do the work. So I think that's what they do. They buy from smaller recycling companies and they pay them. So they buy your plastic waste and they buy your plastic waste. They buy plastic waste to be able to turn it to other plastics that could be used in the food and beverage industries, and that's great. So those are like the rundown of like top recycling companies that I like. Let me just put it like that, that I like. I would say that they are the best. I would say that I like what they are doing. But I like the fact that most of these recycling companies are mainly like they are social enterprises, and some of them also do other things to like push like the sustainability agenda out there. For instance, Ecobata also have a zero waste store where they sell items that are in zero waste packaging, or just zero waste itself, things that will reduce waste. So it's not just about recycling waste, but also pushing the message of how we could be more sustainable in our lifestyle and how we could reduce waste and make us not be the waste capital of Africa. I'm even actually thinking of doing like a waste to wealth series where I meet people that have made a lot of money from the waste that you people are just throwing up and down. People that have created opportunities and created jobs for people from what everybody terms as waste, but they are cashing out big time from your waste and creating solutions and helping solve our environmental issues. So I'm thinking of doing a series like that. Let me know in the comments if you would love to watch something like that, showing people that are actually making money and doing the great things, while at the same time doing the Lord's work and at the same time just helping to make our environment safe for us. If you would love to watch that type of thing, tell me in the comment section. So if you watch this video up to now, thank you very much. Thank you, and that means you've enjoyed this. So why don't you just subscribe? You're already here. Subscribe, like, and share the video so that it could reach, so that the gospel will reach all and sundry. So until my very next video, remember that you can be the change that you want to see. Jan of Kaduna, signing out.